unconscious for a while.
That'd be interesting. Is he conscious while I'm unconscious? What do you do inside me while my consciousness is gone? Ray says anti-magic equipment. My brain is loading. That's how I felt. But no, it does seem cool. I could see that being an interesting build where you take you absorb magic from magic users, and that's the only way you can really regen your magic. I think like Oblivion had similar builds. Don't pretend you care, Arthur. No. I feel like I don't know who I am anymore.
I'm sorry. I know this isn't a life you would have chosen for yourself. But you've conducted yourself admirably. You're strong, and you're not alone. I know this fate was forced upon you. I know all too well how that feels. So I promise, as long as I'm here, I'll help you however I can.
What do you think of Lord Vane? Vane?
Well, the apple has fallen far from the tree. I don't see the air of Palamedes in him. His ancestor was a ruler devoted to his people. He was even capable of defying me when the situation called for it. I always respected him for that. And Yvain, I see a man trying to please everyone. That is the gravest sin a leader can commit. Decisions are never easy, but they must be made. I see that the current Lord is trying to delay that moment, and I fear it's his people who will suffer most because of his indecision. I know much time has passed. I just hope Palamedes' bloodline wasn't diluted by the carelessness of one of Yvain's foremothers.
What does that mean? It wasn't diluted. Are you saying... What is that supposed to mean? Is he insinuating that one of Yvain's, like, one of his foremothers, like, had an illegitimate child, and he's the descendant of that? Is not really his child, or just, like, had children with the wrong type of person, I guess? I don't know who even is the wrong type of person. Arthur, what do you mean? Explain yourself. Explain your reasoning. Alright, so we need to figure out what the hell's going on with this shield. Where does it want me to go for that? Lord Yvain asked me to speak with Denholm and try to calm him down. Okay, I don't know who Denholm is, but sure. I need to find the real shield of Palamedes, which contains a part of Arthur's soul. Oh, well, I feel like that's kind of a spoiler, because it didn't tell us that the current shield is fake. It said that his soul is in it and that the soul is nearby. So the real shield is hidden somewhere. Gotcha. Sounds great. And developers, what is the spoiler doing here? Yeah, I feel like that would have been a neat reveal. Like, oh, the real shield was stolen. That makes sense, but no. It's in a objective. What?
You're new here, aren't you? I don't think I've seen you around before.
Excuse me? Is something wrong?
No, sorry. It's just that we don't see many new faces around here. Just us and the locals and, well, if you haven't noticed yet, they're not the friendliest bunch.
Yeah, this guy must be Camelocian, I guess. They seem friendly enough to me.
Do they? Then maybe we're all just sick of looking at each other. I'm sure they're not all bad. This must all be quite hard for them. But it's not like I want to be here either. I've got a pregnant wife waiting for me at home, and they won't even let me buy a book for her.
A book?
Yeah, about birthing and labor and whatnot. It's going to be our first, you see, so my wife's worried sick. I wanted to send it to her to ease her mind, you know? But that Del Rita wench chased me out of her bookshop and won't let me back in.
Oh my god. Not another wench. Does she have the flapping wench lips? Adele Riata owns a bookshop here?
I know, right? And here I thought I'd seen everything. I was sure they didn't even know how to read. Anyway, Vrel seems to hate my guts.
Why were you chased out?
Ugh, because she hates Camelotians. Why else? I mean, I know the folks ain't exactly happy about us being here, but Vrel? She's Dal Rita. They're taught to hate us from birth. That's all there is to it.
And let me guess, you want me to buy the book for you? I bet we're gonna go to this person, and it's gonna turn out that he was a complete and utter racist dick to her or something. You want me to buy the book for you?
Well, could you? I'd be really grateful. Just don't tell her it's for me. She won't sell it to you otherwise. Please, I'll pay you back. I'll even throw in something extra. Please, for my wife.
Oh yeah, I'll buy you the book.
Oh, thank you. You're a lifesaver.
Oh, he even said please, yeah. He really wants the book. We're gonna get him the book. Let's go get the book. It's popping out little ones for dummies. Spurting out babies for dummies. We do have ads in about 5 minutes, by the way. I will be pausing to make sure you guys don't miss anything, but that will be coming our way here in a bit. Also, the first chance to get a bonus raffle ticket for those of you who are interested. Popping out for dummy. Yep. Spurting out the young ones. Pop goes the weasel for expectant mothers. There, I should write one of the books. I should write a book with that title. Of course, I know everything about birthing children. Because why wouldn't I? What is up with your skin? That may sound wrong, but he looks very pale, does he not? He looks ill. That is not a healthy, like, complexion, my guy. You have gray skin. You look like you're dying. Yeah, he looks past pale. He's gray, exactly. Like with the darkening around his nose and eyes. The man looks like he's dead, and like his eyes look like they're glazing over. Well, okay. I don't blame you for getting up because I feel like I was kind of interfering in your personal space, but it's just like I immediately noticed the guy looks dead.
Oh, forgive the mess. I didn't really have much choice about where to set up my things. Normally I'd be in a tavern, but, well, it looks like the tavern is closed until further notice. That means Varel's bookshop is the only place where I can read and work in peace.
I was wondering if it's going to let us ask about it, because it's so obvious, but I guess not. Who are you?
Oh, of course, my apologies. I'm Imran. My thoughts tend to drift far from the present. I'm a scholar of sorts, though not the kind that hides behind walls of parchment. My calling is to seek out traces of what was lost. Ruins, relics, anything older than old. And yes, I'm a Pict. Not many of us wander these lands, I know. Staying in one place isn't exactly in my nature. So I travel, I learn, I dig through the bones of the world hoping to find something more ancient than mankind.
That's why he's a Pict. He's a Pict. That's why. They're like fantasy species, I guess. Okay. So I saw you and thought you were on the verge. You were either on the verge of death, or you were like some sort of undead guy. But apparently, I'm just judging a book by judging a guy by the color of his skin. Look at me. Look at me. This is caused thousands of years of terrible history in humanity. Just stuff like this. Stuff like this. I know. If you're Pictish, if you're a Pict, you have just cause to cancel. Well, to be fair, I was doing it out of concern for this man's health. I didn't hate him. I was concerned about his well-being. What are you working on right now?
If you're asking out of politeness, let's just leave it at this. I thank you for your interest, but I won't give an answer. Trust me, I could talk the hind leg off a donkey, No need to waste time on such things.
I'm actually curious.
Wow, that's
Whoa!
really kind of you. So, thanks to Varel's generosity, I managed to get my hands on a certain book. Well, once a book. Now it's just a pile of loose pages. However, these are some truly fascinating loose pages. They're the writings of a Dalariata scribe from nearly 6 centuries ago. Incredible, right? But what's even more astonishing is the content. This man describes encounters with people who knew nothing of King Arthur or the homelands. Nothing at all. Do you understand what that suggests?
The Avalon might have been home to...
Ah, I'll tell you. It's so exciting. I suspect Avalon may have already been inhabited by a race similar to us, long before our arrival. I've traveled across much of the island, and I've come across some mentions of the people of Farpoint, a place far in the northernmost reaches of Avalon. Few have ever ventured there.
We already know there was some sort of peoples before King Arthur came here, right? They're the forebears, I think they call them. They're what King Arthur like fought against, and why they built the menhirs, I think, right? Because they're like related to the weirdness. Unless you mean something else. Yeah, what about the weirdness enshrouding the entire island?
And so, my friend, here we are, staring down the question, or rather the flood of questions that wouldn't leave me alone. Many Picts I've known have prolonged contact with the weirdness. I thought it was just them, a bunch of lunatics, who first dared to embrace that strange force. And what if it was the first men who knew how to live alongside the weirdness? And think about it. If we could uncover how they did it, the possibilities would be endless. It could change everything.
You know what else could change everything? A 3-minute ad break. We'll be back in about 3 minutes. Good luck on the ad break fight for anyone who chooses to participate, and thank you for doing so, and thanks for hanging out with me this morning. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for going through that ad break. Everyone tried to beat me, but they couldn't. Gigantified Ohibad's too strong, indeed. I've been working out. I am indeed gigantic. Thank you. NCR, you did say he looks like a Viking who is a nerd who does not like stuff and pillaging. Yeah, he, I don't know if you could tell that just based on his appearance. Maybe he likes both. Maybe he's a nerd who likes those things as well. You don't know. You don't know. The danger of stereotyping, sir. The danger of stereotyping. What would those people of Farpoint be doing in the south?
Perhaps the weirdness started to gather and ruin their crops, or made hunting more dangerous. Or maybe it was some sort of conflict that forced them to seek a new place on the island. Or perhaps they simply had a nomadic spirit. It's hard to say with the scraps of information I've managed to gather so far.
So what are you planning to do now?
But now, I'm trying to pull together more valuable information from these writings. But honestly, I feel like I'm hitting a wall. I won't uncover anything new just sitting here. And unfortunately, I'm stuck here for the time being. I got injured on my way to Connacht, and I'm not quite back to my full strength yet.
What about your injury?
Oh, don't worry about that, really. It's more of a, let's call it an occupational hazard rather than an actual ailment. I have to give myself some time and everything will settle back into place. I'll be as fit as a fiddle, or whatever it is you say here. Yes, something like that.
What do you mean it's more of an ailment? What is wrong with this man? What if he's not what he says he is? What if he's one of these Farpoint people? He's coming to spy on us. What if he's a result of the weirdness? I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Where do you want to go?
The Grotto of First Men. That tribal scribe detailed where it should be located. And I'm assuming you're asking for a reason, aren't you? I'd love to go there myself, but this is a matter of some importance to me. I don't want to wait for this one. So, if you're one of those bold souls who take such ventures, I'd be more than willing to entrust this task to you.
I'd be more than willing to have you do my dirty work for me. But, you know, Sure, I'll find the grotto.
Truly excellent. I'm deeply obliged, my friend. Here are the notes. They should guide you to the location. Return swiftly and, more importantly, safely. I'll eagerly be awaiting your return.
Yeah, I know. Who doesn't eagerly await my return? Yeah, do you know anything about the situation in Kunokt?
The place seems to attract trouble. Not a good place, then. I'd run out of breath listing all the things that plague this place. And I haven't even been here that long. Of all the misfortunes these poor people are facing, I'd wager the men here is the gravest of them. The Red Death, troubling as it is, seems manageable, at least with the intervention of the priests. But the weirdness, shoot. If the men here goes out, these people will face a far greater peril than any sickness or human form of conflict.
I bet the Red Death is I think it's probably caused by Merlin's magic, right? It probably has to do with the powering the Menhirs. I almost wonder if the Red Death fuels Arthur's resurrection. Like, you see whenever we go to Arthur's area, right, his like tomb, right? In the visions, like there's like blood flowing in from the walls when we activate different aspects of Arthur. And I wonder if that's like as people die to this plague, this Red Death, their lives fuel his resurrection. I wonder if it's gonna end up being like that. What can you tell me about Vrel?
I heard she was a Dalariata who runs a bookshop in Connacht. I was a bit apprehensive about meeting her. I thought I'd find someone overly rattled and stripped of her own cultural heritage. But Varel, she's different. And I admire her work that she even bothers to do it. Sometimes it feels like people have lost all interest in discovery, whether it's the kind found in verses or the kind waiting out there in the wide world.
You mentioned you were looking for lost places. Is there anywhere like that around here?
I once heard a legend of a mysterious chapel that appears only to those it chooses.
What?
Many adventurers have gone to seek it, but I've never heard of anyone returning to tell the tale. Some say it holds a sacred spring that cures all ailments. Others say it is a passage to the very bottom of the sea, the domain of the Lord of the Seas himself. But I've never found any proof of either claim.
If no one comes back, how do you know it exists? Who came back to tell the tale?
Yes, enough talk. There's a world to discover.
I guess I have no choice but to assume it exists because, I mean, it's a game with magic, but still. Who would have come back and told the tale? Hey, Vrel.
Welcome to Vrel's bookshop. No reading without buying. And if you're here for porn, kindly leave before you start.
It's just funny because it sounds like the same actress as one of the characters in the first Keep, and like she looks very similar. And then it sounds like she just tried to deepen her voice a little bit, which is probably what it is. And it's because it's a AA game, obviously. They don't have like tons and tons of money for voice actors. And you can tell like the mics, like the audio quality. I don't know if they recorded these at home or what, but it's definitely just, I don't know, it makes me laugh. You can tell it's the same person. It's just deepened, which I guess is more than like Skyrim did, right? You think back to Skyrim and they would literally have the same voice actors for every single character doing the same voice for like the entire population of the country. So yeah, it's just funny. I mean, it's not like I could do better. I'm not a voice actor. I could never do anything like that. So good for her. But yeah, it definitely sounds like it was recorded on iPhone. Exactly. Definitely an at-home microphone. Yeah, so you're Del Riata?
Hi. No only can I read, I can even make recommendations. Imagine that. So, if you have a joke to tell, Don't bother. I'm pretty sure I've heard them all.
Oh, I got one. A Del Riata walks up to a bookshop. No, I'm not a dirty. I don't know. Is that? I don't know if they're a race, or Del Riata a race, or are they just like a nationality? I think they're just a nationality. No, I'm not gonna be a nationalist, I guess. Del Riata owning a bookshop, isn't that quite a rare sight?
Perhaps it is. But you'd think that so-called civilized people would accept it with more grace. Hearing the same crude comments over and over again makes me feel like I've never left the training grounds. Then there are the braver ones who tell me I'm not welcome here. Hell, it's just like talking to my sister. They all have more in common than they think, although mostly it's just prejudice.
Let's open the shop, see what she actually has for sale. Hey, she actually sells books. Nice. I'm a little bit surprised. Ooh, I can learn how to make a strong health potion. Okay, I'll take that. Anyway, I'm a little bit surprised because, like, there was... God, where was it? It was, like, this merchant that had produce all around him. And then I went to trade with him, and he had absolutely no food for sale whatsoever. Or healing items in general. Like, your cart lies, sir. You have so much produce on display. Why don't you have it for sale? Alright.
Hello again.
Hello. I'm here. I'm looking for a book about pregnancy and labor.
Oh, expecting a wee one? Congratulations. Lucky you. I don't think I've seen a newborn in Cunicht for as long as I've lived here.
Ooh. I feel like she'd be less likely to sell to us if we lie to her and she catches us, right? I wonder if she'll actually refuse to sell to us if I say it's for the soldier. She might. But I don't really have a choice at this point. It's either lie to her with a 10% chance of passing or tell her the truth. And I think I have a better chance I tell her the truth. Did she say a wean? She did say a wean. A wean. Do you have something against the weans? You ageist? No. Actually, it's not for me, but a soldier named Rigby.
Oh, is it now? Well, well, well. And why can't he come home and buy it himself?
He said you chased him off because you hate camel lotions.
Oh, that's precious. I chased him off because he couldn't take no for an answer. He came in and tried to seduce me. Told me he just loves to devour books. But he'd gladly do the same with me. Books, sure. Maybe for breakfast, to add variety to his military fare. When I told him I wasn't interested, he got all pissed off and called me an ugly, dumb savage. I only let him leave with his teeth intact to avoid proving him right. Tell you what, I'll sell you that book. But fair warning, I'll be sending his poor wife the story of Giron the Unfaithful, with a special edition forward for me. Deal?
Deal.
Ha!
Do it.
Pleasure doing business with you. I hope his wife won't go easy on him.
Sounds like a good deal to me. What I knew it was going to be something. Honestly, I didn't expect that. I thought he was going to end up having come in here and was a racist piece of crap. And he was in the end, I suppose. But yeah. It sounds like there's no love lost between you and your tribe.
They're no bad. I know it might sound like I was some poor, misunderstood girl with unusual interests, but that wasn't the case. I was a rightful member of the tribe, and believe me, I didn't get my name for nothing. My father made sure of it. I just wasn't my sister. Funnily enough, she was the one who saw it as a problem. Vran believed that my lackey ambition to be the top Volker warrior somehow made her look bad. Every time I went to the temple to read in peace, she was on my ass about it. Until one day, She yelled at me to either step up or get the hell out of her tribe. You can guess the rest.
Oh, Vran. Oh, well, Vran's dead now. We kind of got her killed a little bit. We kind of got her sister dead a little bit. Yeah, I met her. Maybe I shouldn't tell her that. Maybe I shouldn't tell I met her sister. Yeah, maybe that's not wise. Does that mean you're nameless now?
I am no sure. When they decide to kick you out and take your name, they make a whole ceremony of it. But I left pretty much the moment my sister stopped yelling. You don't have to be there for it though. Vran might have been pissed off enough to go through with it. So, maybe. I don't really care. I'm not gonna stop using my name just because my little sister told me to.
Should I tell her I met her sister? Hey man, how are you? It's been a couple days. Working full time is hard. So user, it's fine. I'm sorry you're having to deal with that. It's good to see you. Thank you for taking the time to stop in and say hey. I hope, despite being busy, it's still been good. I hope you're still enjoying the work. You know what? I'll tell her. I've met Vron. I've met your sister.
Oh, great. How's she doing?
Ooh.
Still on her path to becoming the pinnacle of tribal perfection?
Yeah, I could. How's she doing? Yeah, she's dead. I'm sorry.
She's... shit. I'm sorry. I just need some time to process this. She always seemed indestructible. How did she die?
Well, I could say I killed her, but I didn't kill her. That would be a lie. Galahad killed her. See, I may have had a hand in, you know, sending Galahad over there, but Galahad did it. Yeah, she died in battle.
Just the way she wanted to go then. Thank you for telling me. We were never close. Yet suddenly the world seems much emptier.
Yeah, user said, yes, the work's really good. I love it. I'm glad. I'm glad you're enjoying it. You know, if it's gonna be work taking you away, you know, at least you can enjoy it. They say, what, you don't work a day in your life if you enjoy what you do. So, happy for you, man. I hope the internship continues to go well and leads to a full employment at the end, I hope. Well, see ya.
I hope you found a new favourite book. Enjoy your time with it.
That went much better than I thought it would. Of course I did. I could have told her I killed her, but technically I didn't. It was not my hammer that crushed her face in. It wasn't me. I wonder why it went better. What? I told her the truth. I could have not said anything, but I told her her sister died. And her sister did die, and I told her that she died in battle, which she did die in battle. I just, it's a little white lie. A little white lie. Little white lie.
Hi. Have you had a chance to drop by the bookshop yet?
Here it is.
Oh, thank you. I knew I could count on you. I hope it'll put my wife's mind at ease. Here's your money and a little extra. You've done a good deed.
What I don't understand here is how did the bookshop owner get his wife's name and know where they live to send the book? I don't think it explained that. Did he give them give her his home address? I guess he might have if he wanted to buy the book. He might have started by giving her a place to send it to his wife, maybe. But I thought he was gonna buy the book and then send it. I don't know. I feel like I feel like they should have probably explained that. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. You could speculate ways it could work out. Hey, Ashcloud, how's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by.
What?
It's going well with me. I hope all's well with you. Oh, hey, it's Denholm.
Ah, here's our troublemaker. You've really caused a stir around here with that spectacle in front of the Menhir. I had everything in order. The cart was ready, and people were all set to move to Camelot. But now, you appear out of nowhere, and suddenly a dying pile of stones lights up like a bonfire. That's bad. That's very bad.
So you're doing good. I'm glad you're doing well. How's the games been going? What have we been playing? This guy, yeah, this is a guy we need. Like, I assume he's like the Camelocian representative here. Wasn't he in the room when we woke back up? After we passed out, I think so. Said Windrose came out yesterday, so we've been playing that. So good. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I bet Redbeard Skull's enjoying it too. Have you guys been playing together? Why is it so bad?
Firstly, because now I have to write yet another report to Camelot that we're going to be late, and that they need to send us even more supplies. Secondly, you've somehow reignited the Menhir, and this has reignited people's hopes that they can stay, and that's dangerous. And before you ask why it's dangerous, take a look around town. The recent Red Death outbreak took its toll, and I'm pretty sure things are just going to get worse and worse. But you should be thankful to them. Their hopes are the only reason we haven't locked you up for sabotaging our initiative.
Excuse me? You're gonna lock me up for what? I walked into town and passed out. It's not my fault. Why are you sabotaging your initiative? You sabotage your life, sir. I'll sabotage your life. I killed Vron. Do you know who that was? Don't tell her sister, but I murdered Vron. Everyone knows Vron. Maybe it's because of your white lie. No. No. When I say it, lies become the truth. He said you have been playing together, Ashcloud. Awesome, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It looks really interesting. Maybe at some point. I'd get into it. Midas. You said, oh, he has a beard. Wonder if he gets food in it too. Don't we all? How you have to be careful so you don't just like let it like run down the front. You have to take careful bites. Mindful eating. And welcome in, Midas. It's great to see you. Thanks for coming in, man. Always a pleasure. Yeah, it's not like I knew it was gonna happen.
That's the assumption I decided to go with, and that's why we're talking. Perhaps there's still a chance to sort out this mess.
Like, how dare you relight the Menhir and save this city? How dare you do something good? Yeah, these guys, man. Yeah, what do you have in mind?
You can go tell Murig that your presence doesn't change anything about our deal, and that you are unwilling to help with his endeavors, whatever they may be. And if he doesn't listen, play along, but come back to me when you learn what he has planned.
Huh. I've heard from two Del Riata that you offer payment for the scalps of deserters.
Who told you that? The Dalriata? I've never paid a single gold coin to any Dalriata for deserters. Not even once in my life. However, there is some truth to what you've heard. You see, it's hard to keep the men's morale up in these uncertain times. It's really no wonder that every once in a while, some of them try to desert. Still, this is the military. Desertion is unacceptable and will always be punishable by death. Camelot especially insists on nipping that problem in the bud. So if you do take care of the deserters, you can be sure you'll be rewarded. Asgard will pay out bounties for each and every scalp you manage to bring him. Anything else?
What would you want to do with the Del Riata who are spreading the rumor?
Me? There's not much I can do right now. I have to stay in Cunnacht with my men until we get the locals to consider moving to Camelot. But if someone were willing to handle them in whatever way they saw fit, as long as they stop being a threat to my men and the people here, they'd have my thanks. But all this should stay between us and on the down low.
The down low. Yeah, let's do this on the down low, sir. If you want, pay me under the table or other under the table stuff. Take that how you will. All right, I'll see. I'll take care of it.
Excellent.
Let's do it.
If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Yeah, why do you want to take the men here? This is interesting. I do wonder what Camelot plans to do with the men here once they get it into Camelot.
Isn't it obvious? For the safety of all the residents of Avalon. Only by gathering the Meniers in one place and reigniting them will we be able to keep ourselves safe from the weirdness. Avalon's population has significantly declined over recent years. We're on the brink of extinction, damn it. That's why we need to stick together, to take care of each other. Only Camelot possesses the necessary infrastructure to establish the right conditions for its people. If they remain here, they will die, either from the weirdness itself or from the horde of monsters it spawns. And there aren't enough soldiers here for their protection. You must know that I didn't come here just to obey orders. I truly believe that this is the only way to save everyone on Avalon.
Alright. See, I don't know that that's actually what they're doing, but also I don't think this guy is necessarily lying. Because just because that's not the actual plan doesn't mean he would know. You know, he's like an underling. It's not like the leaders are always like honest about the reasons behind why they're doing something to their underlings, right? So I believe he may be earnest and honest, but I don't necessarily believe that Camelot is really just trying to protect everyone. What if your plan doesn't work? What if the weirdness remains a threat?
Then at the very least, we'll have bought some time for those wiser than us to think of an alternative solution. Perhaps we will invade Tuathan, like in the glorious old days. Or perhaps someone will find a way to free the derelict fleet, allowing us return to the homelands. I don't know. But there's one thing I'm certain of, and I'll repeat it as often as necessary. Only by standing together can we overcome the weirdness. Scattering our people across the island is the worst solution, and it's a sure path to our ruin.
And why do you need that Murig?
Murig, who apparently prefers to be called Maggot, is a druid.
Maggot?
Even though he may not look the part. And druids are the only ones who know the rituals necessary to ignite the Meniers.
Makes sense.
Due to bad luck, or more accurately, the decisions of my superiors, our options for druids are limited. That's why I'm forced to work with Murig, and prophet be my witness, neither of us is happy about that. But I'm no fool. I know that what happened in front of the Menhir might make Murig consider double-crossing us. He'll try to find a way to reignite the Menhir so that it could stay in Cunnacht despite our agreement. So, if you ever find out what he's planning, if he ever asks you to fetch something for his ritual, you make sure you come to me first.
All right.
I'll await your return.
Get out of here. I feel like I'm going to side with him because I've kind of like, after I went over to Galahad and told him about the Del Riata and like the conspiracy against him, I feel like I locked into kind of into a pro Camelot side with Arthur playthrough. So yeah, I think we're gonna end up siding with him. Oh, these are all bounties. Okay. Lame Lorcan, issued by the High Command of Camelot. A reward is available for the head of a criminal going by the name of Lame Lorcan. Okay, you're not gonna tell me what he did? Yeah, generous reward is offered for the head of Sir Valen, a disgraced knight who possesses a severe threat to all who poses a severe threat to all challengers. Like he possesses a threat. He just has it written on a piece of paper. Every time you come to challenge him, he hands you the threat. He throws the threat at you. There you go. Read that and be fearful. An urgent call to arms is declared for the neutralization of Nivera, the Chill Heart. Nivera was exiled and has since turned her lethal skills against all, wielding a chilling power that leaves her victims frostbitten and lifeless. Oh, good. She sounds lovely. Kestrel, known as the Piercer, notorious rogue sharpshooter, now roams the land, executing individuals under the command of unknown patrons. I'm assuming one of these quests is going to end up taking us outside of the city. So I'm just kind of going about my business until we get somewhere that's taking us in the direction of like side content. Kestrel the Piercer. That's one of the bounties we just got. These bounties are probably super hard. I couldn't even beat the last bounty in the last area, which at some point we're going to have to go back and kill that guy. Thankfully, it looks like you can go freely between map zones, so that's at least a thing. Is there a way to get down over here? Yeah! Can I jump into the river, or will I die? Here we go! For science! Yay! It worked! Everyone knows pre-sewer system rivers in the middle of towns are the cleanest places to jump. Definitely nothing in there that's, questionable. Look at this cow! I like how they did the cow. So clean you can drink it, yes. Especially if you want horrible diarrhea. Look at I like the cows in this. Look at the cow. Oh. A pet cow. I wish I could have a pet cow. This is my pet. I have a pet, whatever the hell this is. Feeding time. Wait, what? Give hot goo, give sage. Wait, what? Time to patch us up? What? I can feed him sage and he does different stuff? Do a trick. Where'd he go? Oh, he jumped over me. Pet. Oh, look at him. I don't think I quite reached him, but I get what they were going for. Oh, he's lovely too. Damn right he's lovely. Look at my beautiful little oxalotl thingy. Did he have that horn before? I feel like he grew a horn. Interesting. Okay. This is really nice. Look, they have like the idyllic cows, the countryside. Look at this. Look at this. This looks great. Yeah. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. He's going to become a triceratops. Well, I don't know. I saw a fully grown version of what he is, and it looks absolutely terrifying. Check back the VODs if you want to see. Palamedes, the Unwavering. Renowned for his unshakable loyalty and blunt honesty, Palamedes, the shield of Avalon, never hesitated to speak his mind before King Arthur. His valor throughout the Age of Conquest and his role in the founding of the Tyrian family secured his place in history. Honor his name, let his memory be forever praised. What a handsome fella. You could have, maintained the statue a little bit better. It looks like it's crumbling. I think he's missing his nose. He's missing his face. Oh my god. You're gonna let your essentially like the founder of your whole society, his statue, crumble into dust? I'm disappointed. Oh, does this guy live in this tower? Oh no, he probably lives in that shack over here. Oh, that's a little less grand than I thought. The crumble adds to his charm. Yes, I too fall hard for people with missing noses and mouths. If you have a nose and a mouth, get out of here. Want nothing to do with you. Sorry, it just doesn't do it for me. That's what I look for in my statues. Oh, this actually, I like this. This area is so much cooler than the first area. I feel like the first area was like kind of boring-ish. Like, it's kind of cool because you could see like the giant sword in the background, but this is like, I don't know, is more color. Seems to have a lot of variety, like many more